Clear? Okay. So now here we have this VPC, sorry, these subnets. So we are creating here with for each loop and we are providing this map, right? This is a map, right? So yeah, so it has two things, public subnet, private subnet, and it has, these are the keys, these are the values. Okay. So in EC2, what we have to do, we have to retrieve the value of public subnet for our web, retrieve the value of private subnet for our application server, right? So as we have done till now, we have used element. So out of a list, element works on a list. Okay, if you want to check that also, how this function actually works. Suppose I am passing to element 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if you want to practice these functions, you can do it in this way. Okay, so could you please tell me what it will print? So we have a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, and we want to get the third index value. So what it will print?
4.
So element is available, element function is available to get any value at a particular index from a list, and lookup function is available to get value for a key from a map. It has extra feature which is like, if you do not have a key associated with your map, then whatever default value you pass, that you will get. It's clear, guys? Everything clear?
Yeah.
So this is how it works. If you want to close your Terraform console, you can do Control-Z. If you ever find any difficulty in implementing any function, you can always use this Terraform console command. Fine. And a command prompt will be open for you. So now we have to implement that. Like previously, what is the challenge we have? We are not sure on what index, what value is available. So as we are using elements, so our web server that should be a part of public subnet is getting assigned to private subnet. As it is a small configuration, we have only 2 subnets. So we can do it here 1 and here 0, and we can make changes and do the Terraform apply, and changes will eventually take place. But if you have in real time, if you have to create multiple instances, multiple subnets you have, then this is not good practice to use the list index, retrieving the ID with the index. Okay. So in this case, we can make use of map. And as we already passed our value in our subnet as a map, we will implement something that will help us eventually to get the key value pair. Okay. So lookup. Okay. So we will make use of lookup. So in lookup, we are first, lookup works with map. So map, how map starts? So it starts with curly braces. So for each XY in AWS subnets, X, this is the way, Y dot ID, fine. And then here you will send the key value. Okay, so what is the first key? So public subnet for my VPC. This is the key. Whatever is the value associated with it, that will be the subnet for our web application, web server. So this is our key. Okay. Do we need to pass it in curly brace? Yes, we need. So we will pass it as, sorry, this space, right? So we will pass it as public subnet for my VPC. Is this making sense to you guys?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. If anyone, if you find any challenge, again I am mentioning, please practice for loop in Terraform. Okay, it is very easy. You can go through my video, previous video, today's video, and do the things on your system. You will get the things easy.
Okay. Gaurav, videos where mails is not coming. Videos.
Sorry.
Videos where available?
Videos.
videos where our will Slack channel or a separate mail?
No, if with the email ID you registered yourself, on that email ID you will get Google Classroom link. Okay. After each sessions, you would be getting it. Just search in your Gmail Google Classroom and you will get it. Okay.
After completion of all the things, sir.
Yes, yes. Every session is available there.
But myself not came. Whom can I contact?
You can put it in the WhatsApp group, right? And Simran will help you.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
So similarly, here I am giving private sub. So what happened? I copied this thing, right? Okay, let's see if everything is correct. Terraform validate. Fine. So this is the concept guide. Okay, everybody is towards like, I want to learn these many tools, this thing I want to do, that thing I want to do. This is not how it works. You need to understand the concept, okay? And then you can work with any cloud, because you know as many cloud you know, the concept will be same. This for loop will be same throughout the cloud. Okay, for each meta argument will remain same. Only the argument related to particular cloud, like in this case we call it AMI, in Azure we call image in something else. Okay, so that would be changing, but these things lookup will remain in all the clouds. Okay, fine. So now we are getting plan to add, to destroy, because we made changes in these two blocks. So now these will be destroyed and recreated because subnet and all is getting changed. Key name, let me put my key in this case also, because without key this particular server will not be able to connect. Okay, we need to make more changes in our file that we will be doing with proceeding. Okay, Terraform apply -- auto -- approve. Everything will be refreshing because we are not making changes in other resources. We are making changes in only two resources. So it will first destroy these two resources and then it will again create. Okay, if you want to see in UI, so there are no instances running right now because those two instances are getting terminated. So first it will shut down and then get terminated. And then new instances will be created. It is still destroying. So what it is doing, it is making API call to your cloud. Okay. And then it is destroying it. So Terraform is not difficult. As you are learning for first time, you may find it something like, I know what you will find difficulties in, like in this for loop and all. But after few days practice, it will be very easy for you. Apart from this, there is nothing such as logical as much into Terraform. Okay.
Hi. Please take a few seconds to like this video, ask your doubts or questions in the comments. Our trainers will answer it. Your response helps us to post more videos on this topic. More likes we get, more videos we can post. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks.
You have to follow the documentation, understand your requirement. You need to understand the cloud with which you are working, and you can easily configure the things. And when I will explain you modules, then these things will be very easy for you guys. Okay. So these two subnet IDs, as it is coming from which file? So this file, output file. Okay. Now two instances would be created. So running. Okay, now we will see what is the subnet. So private subnet with application server and public subnet for my VPC, right? But if you have noticed here, there is no public IP associated with our web server. Even it is in public subnet. Public subnet is open to internet, but there is no public IP address assigned to this particular server. It should be available. So what is the reason? So while launching instance also, okay, even if you are launching an instance in public subnet, give me a second. Oh, sorry. Coming to this configure an instance. If you are not checking this particular thing, enable resource-based IP version for DNS request, it will not create the public IP. It will not associate a public IP with your instance. Even if you are doing it in suppose public subnet, it will not associate. So in case of while you're configuring, you need to pass here in your like public server, we need to pass public IP, we should have. So yeah, this is the thing, associate public IP address true, that you need to pass. Then it will have the public IP associate. Okay. Acha, I have a question for you guys. Can we have public IP to a private server? Guys, please answer.
Public subnet to a private server, right? Yes, we can have, like technically we can have.
Okay. And can we access with that public IP? Our server?
Yes.
Okay, so it is a homework for you guys. Try this. Okay. What my question is, suppose in this case, we are creating two servers. One is our web server, one is our application server. So application server is our private server. There is no internet connectivity. Okay. And we are enabling the IPv4, public IPv4 on this server. So will that server be accessed with that public IP? Okay, so this is my question. So try this. Fine. And come up with the answer tomorrow. So I have made one changes like for associating the public IP with our web server. Okay, so this is our so our web server. You can see right now we do not have any public IP. Now I have passed an argument associate public IP address. So true. Okay, so let's do Terraform apply again. One to add, 0 to change, 1 to destroy. So it will destroy the web server and again create a web server with which will have the public IP version 4 address attached to it. Okay. Do you guys have any question related to this section?
This is clear.
Okay. So now I have a homework for you all. Okay. I know you will not do. Okay. But I want you guys to do. Okay. What is that? You need to find out, like till now we have most of the things hard coded. Decider block, then the tenancy, availability zone. These all things are hard coded. Okay. So now you have to make it variable. Okay. So in GitHub repo, we have these things committed till the vpc.tf file, like ec2.tf I created just today. So all the other files are available. So you have to make everything variable. You can access the document and other things and try it. Okay, give it a try. I will explain, but give it a try. Try to do it. Terraform variable. Okay, input variables. And this is the section you can take help of how we do everything. Okay. So try to do it, guys. Because I am doing it. My experience is increasing day by day. But if you are not doing it, you will not get it. Okay? It's programming and writing some script and configuration. These things are something which can be, you can have the like hands-on. By doing hands-on only, you have the experience. You will have the experience. Else you will not have. Okay. You will get the confidence, even if you are writing a small configuration also. But just listening to or watching the video will not help. Okay. You will try, you will fail, you will find some error, you will try again. So then you will be able to learn the things. Only Shiva and Prem Kuttan I can find like these guys are trying. Okay. But no other, I am not getting input from others. So this is not good. Okay. Yes, Prem Kuttan tried once. Thing I wanted to do. But others are not even trying. So please do it, guys. There's no meaning of attending this session. Okay. I can complete these things like other sessions or other classes. You can find like they have written all these configuration pre-written. They are coming to the session and explaining this. But I am doing everything here only. Okay. I'm not following any document and anything. I'm doing it in front of you to make it understand, make you guys understand these things. But if you are not trying, even after so many, like writing everything from scratch, it will not help you eventually. Yeah. If you are not trying it along with me. So please do it, guys. So you guys have some tasks. First task, which I told you, like you have to find the answer. If we have assigning public IP to a private server, can we access that server with that public IP? So that is one small question for you guys. And another thing, you guys have to make everything variable. Okay, whatever we have done till now. So that we need to do. Okay, so I want you guys do it. Okay, I already shared the link for this variable thing. How can we create variable block? And then we will discuss it in next session. Okay, fine. We are good. So one thing I want to explain you guys, we have 20 minutes left. Like while creating security group, if we have multiple ingress, we are writing it in multiple lines. Okay. Instead of writing it in multiple lines, we can do it in one go. How can we do? Like if same thing, same type of pattern, we have to do multiple time, we can do in one go using the dynamic block. Okay. So if you find it like it is something you will not be able to digest today because it is already many things we learned, we can discuss in next session or we can continue here in 19 minutes. What do you guys suggest?
Oh,
Discuss it tomorrow or now?
Next session we'll take it, Gaurav.
Okay, good. Fine. Okay, guys. So we have 19 minutes. We have not taken break today. We can discuss something like if you have any question, if you have tried or found something challenging or finding anything challenging till now, whatever we have discussed, you can ask me. Okay. And I would love to answer.
Okay, Gaurav, I have a few questions. So first thing is we referred here as a private server, right? Private server in the sense like it has a private subnet associated to it, and it doesn't have any internet gateway is not enabled for that, right? Okay, so you mean to say that when we have a public IP assigned to private server, what do you want to achieve? Like you want to take a RDP of the server, or are we going to what kind of access you're talking here?
No, I have provided public IP to this particular web server. Okay. If you can see that associate public IP address true, by doing this, I am doing it for our web server, which is our front end, right?
Yes.
We have the internet access, which is assigned to our public, sorry, where it is, yeah. So it is in public subnet, right? So there I am assigning a public IP address, not in private server.
No, I was
Yeah.
asking about the question which you raised, right? Like you were
Okay,
asking.
okay. No, my question is simple. Okay, if you are assigning, like, as we understand technically, logically, public IP address is always available in when we are attaching something internet gateway kind of thing, right?
Yes.
In AWS, we can provide public IP address to a server which is hosted in private subnet also. Okay, so can we make use of that public IP assigned to a private server in any way? Like suppose you have a private server, on that we have, suppose you can run a Apache server.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you try to access that with the private IP associated with that server. Will you be able to access that server? Will you be able to access that Apache server, Apache web page with that public IP if it is hosted in private subnet? That is my question.
That wouldn't be possible, right? Because it is not enabled in internet.
Yes, so that's what my question was.
Okay, okay.
So even it has a public IP, we cannot access it through that public IP. Okay.
Okay. I was thinking like, are we talking about the RDP of the server? That's what I said. Like,
Okay, can we do SSH?
SSH, if we enable that in the security group, then we should be able to do, I guess.
Okay, you try this. Okay, and come up with the answer. So you enable security group 000 and put it in private subnet and try to SSH into it. Okay, using
Okay.
public IP. What is the output that you can share with me?
Yeah. Okay. So that's my first question. Then I have another question also. So recently I attended an interview for AWS. So they were asking me a few questions about Terraform as well. In that they were asking like what version of Terraform you're using. So I always have a confusion like the software version which we installed, is that what they're asking, or the HashiCorp in the provider.tf we used to refer one version, right? Like 3 point or 4 point something. So I don't know what version to answer. Like it should be that software version, or
they are asking you for this Terraform hyphen version. Okay, this particular version they are asking.
okay.
This one is the provider version. So based on the plugin, if you are using AWS plugin, so there would be different version. If you are using Azure, that will be different version. So their question is what Terraform version asking is this particular thing they are asking.
Okay. They're asking about one.
They are not asking for this provider version.
Okay. Okay.
If you want to make it more clear, you can ask them like what actually you mean, Terraform version or provider version.
Okay.
Give them this thing that this impression that yeah, he knows about Terraform, he knows about providers also. Okay, so you can, to make it more clear, you can ask in this way also, but with the term as you are mentioning that what is the Terraform version you are asking, they simply mean this thing. Okay. And I want to give you a mantra to crack the interview. Never give the straight answer. Okay, like suppose they are asking you what Terraform version you are using, so you can say them in the way like, sorry, I didn't get you clearly. If I get you I want to confirm, you want to ask for Terraform version or the provider version which I am using. So they give the impression about you that you do not only know about Terraform, but you have the understanding of provider also. It means that you have worked with Terraform. Are you getting me?
Yeah. Got it. So there was another question also to me, like they were asking like what edition of Terraform you are using.
Sorry?
No, they were asking me a question like what edition of Terraform you are using.
Edition. Yeah, so there is Terraform Enterprise and there are Terraform community versions. So different versions are available. So that's what you mean.
Okay, okay. So what is the general practice in like what companies use that? Like, do they use enterprise or they use community edition?
Enterprise mostly nowadays they are using because it became easy for them to maintain the state file. They do not need to go to S3 and all. They can in the Terraform Enterprise is complete package. There you can store your state files like their own cloud, Terraform cloud. Okay, in that
Okay.
store the things. So that purpose and it depends. In Terraform Enterprise, you will have some charges. So it is always about what is the cost coming and what's their budget, right? If someone is has not so much budget, so they can go for this version, right? Terraform, normal Terraform. But if they have that budget and they find it more useful for themselves, so they go for Terraform Enterprise. So it completely depends project to project. What is their use case? What is their budget? And all those things are taken care of, considered while using a particular tool. Okay.
Mhm. Okay. And probably I have one more question. I don't know if someone is waiting to ask. Like, let me give a chance for them to ask so that I'll come back later.
Okay, no problem.